We've all seen these videos on YouTube, you know, first time hearing Bohemian Rhapsody, first time hearing the Beatles. Like, what? Come on. Are you telling me that you've never listened to the Beatles before, or you've never heard Bohemian Rhapsody? Now, I don't think I'd have any beef with these channels, you know, making these kinds of videos, but I mean, some of these people are like in their 40s and 50s. So today I'm going to be talking about these videos and why I think there's something very sus going on with music reaction videos. Right, so there's like a million of these videos on YouTube and the thumbnail is always like someone doing this. And look, I can see why people make these videos. I mean, they do really well. Millions of views. And that means a ton of cash in ad revenue. Stop them! So, I get it. I really do. I enjoy money. But how can you be 40 years old and have never listened to the Beatles, or Queen, or the Eagles, or Lynyrd Skynyrd? I mean, sure, I get it. You might not like those bands. You might not enjoy that kind of music. But how can you honestly say that you have never heard We Are the Champions, or Enter Sandman by Metallica, or Surfing USA by the Beach Boys, or anything by the Beatles? I mean, have you been living in a cave? Have you had something lodged in your ears for the last 40 years?
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
So, I've come up with the theory that one of two things is happening here. And I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, but I don't care. I'm going to have all the charismatic voice fans coming at me. Now, either these people have such a narrow taste in music that they only listen to Beyonce, Drake and Sam Smith, or they're doing it for the views. And I really hope it's the last one. Doing it for the views. I mean, if you're doing it for the views and faking your reactions, then okay, cool, I get it, you gotta get that bag. But if you are telling me that you have gone through life without hearing the Beatles, or the Stones, or the Hollies, or the Everly Brothers, or the Beach Boys, or Dolly Parton, or Elton John, or New Order, then I'm sorry, but you cannot call yourself a music lover, and you should be ashamed of yourself. I mean, we're literally talking about some of the most best-selling artists of all time, like ever since the charts were invented. You've gone through life listening to Lil Nas and Taylor Swift, but you've never heard Comfortably Numb, or Donna Summer, or ABBA. I'm not saying you need to like these bands, or the singers, or the songs, but to say that you have never heard them.
Right.
Have you been living in a cave with no electric or Wi-Fi? I mean, you're missing out on so much good music. Lou Reed, Jennifer Rush, Dexy's Midnight Runners, Slade, Aerosmith, Heart, Ian Dury, The Police, David Bowie, Elvis Presley. Come on, man. Okay, right, look, I get it. You've never heard Primus before, or Marillion. You never heard Static X. That's fair enough. That stuff is a little bit more niche. But you cannot tell me you've never listened to Linkin Park or System of a Down. I mean, you're missing out on so much.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Now look, okay, I know we all like to be in our little pigeonholes. Oh, I only listen to metal. Or I only listen to classic rock. Or I only listen to hippity hop. I only listen to EDM. I only listen to trance. I mean, but I'm telling you, you know that if you limit yourself by listening to one genre of music, you are missing out on so much. I mean, take dance music, for instance, right? You're a dance music fan. Yeah, great. I'm not a huge fan. I like some of it. Some of it's catchy. But did you know that songs like I Feel Love by Donna Summer or Fade to Grey by Visage are considered some of the first tracks, you know, that ever got popular in that genre? And they're bangers. You like hip-hop or rap? Okay, have you heard the Sugar Hill Gang or NWA or Public Enemy? And what did those guys grow up on? They grew up on stuff like Motown, Isaac Hayes. I mean, there's so much good music out there and you've never heard any of it.
He's a monster.
I mean, I guess it's cool that people are finding out about these bands and this kind of music, and they're getting paid to do it. So that leads me on to my next theory, that they're faking it. And I think I'm going to have to go with this one. I mean, how can you go through life and have never heard any of these bands or songs? Are you telling me your mum or dad never listened to the Beatles or the Stones or ABBA or Motown or Northern Soul or whatever? You have to have heard these songs, they play everywhere. I mean, I grew up in a household where everything from Gordon Lightfoot to Motorhead was played. I consider myself to have a varied taste in music, and I am very thankful for that. So unless these YouTubers are reacting or listening to, I don't know, Tool or Dream Theater, I'm not buying it. Sorry, I can't believe there is anyone over the age of 20 who has never heard Hey Jude or Another One Bites the Dust or Mr. Brightside or Another Brick in the Wall. I cannot believe it. I cannot get my head around it. So yeah, I'm calling bullshit on these videos. Be ashamed of yourselves. How can you only say that you like country and western music if you've never listened to anything except country and western? I mean, how can you say that the only kind of music you like is mumble rap? I mean, have you suffered some kind of a head injury? It just doesn't compute. So yeah, there you go. Mystery solved. These YouTubers have never heard Bohemian Rhapsody or Relax or Mull of Kintyre. They're making it up, and these shocked reactions, they're doing that for the views, and it needs to be called out. So yeah, that's what I just did. You're welcome. Well, that's all for today's badly thought out rant. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff. I want some of that bag now, please. Don't forget, I've got some merch for sale, everything from t-shirts to dog tags to shower curtains. Go and check it out, it's brilliant. And also don't forget, I stream every Wednesday, 9 PM UK time. Usually just me and some buddies and talking about guitars and things like that. It's cool. Take it easy. Peace out.